I'm going to make the border for the seat front, and to do this I'm going to attach the medium weight piping directly onto the fabric. You could do separate single piping here, but I'm going to integrate this one, and to do that I'm just taking my piping and rolling it, the top of the fabric, onto it and then putting it through the sewing machine. I've got a single-sided foot, which is good for either piping or adding zips. I've added 1 layer of 2-ounce polyester wadding around the seat front, and I've attached the seat front border with small pins around the piped section, starting from the middle of the chair to allow for pattern matching. So here's the seat front border in its entirety. As you can see, it's pattern matched down the chair from the midsection, and I've started to attach some 10 fine tacks to the underside. There will be some additional cutting around the legs, and then later on we're going to add some single piping around the base too. I'm adding some 10 fine tacks to the underside of the nursery chair. At this stage I've just pinned the top border, so you don't want to be pulling this too tight because you'll distort the piping at the top. So just work your way around, trying to eliminate as many of the creases as possible. I'm not going to make any cuts on this underside because I'm actually going to add a piece of piping just to sit above it so that it eliminates these little wrinkles that are appearing. So just work your way around. When you get to the legs, you're going to need to make some cuts, and I'm going to do a V cut. I've done my cuts around the legs, and I've tacked in and hammered in all the tacks around the bottom edge. I've made this border, it's quite a large border, and at the top I've sewed in some piping cord, some medium weight piping cord, and I'm now going to hot glue this, starting from the middle, measuring up my pattern, and I'm just going to glue it all the way around the bottom edge of the chair, and again I'm going to tack in the tacks to the underside. So I've added the piped border to the base by hot gluing it, starting from the middle so I can pattern match it around. And next I'm going to tack this on, cutting around the legs again. You could actually do this by sewing the top and the bottom, but I think sometimes it gets a better finish if you glue it. So here it's finished. I've got to add a platform cloth to the bottom yet, and I've got to stitch around this edge. But before I do either of those, we need to address the back.